Hello, everybody. Just want to go through what you're going to be doing here today. And today is going to be kind of a day of transition. We are going to finish up our Diet Coke and Mentos lab right up first. And then once you're finished with that, any remaining time will be dedicated to beginning our next unit, which is plate tectonics. And we are going to have an anchoring event in this unit. It's kind of something that it's a big thing. In this case, it's an earthquake, and we are going to try and figure out what caused this earthquake, and along the way, we will be able to hit the targets in this unit. So our learning targets for today are the 4 that you're going to be summatively assessed on with the Diet Coke and Mentos experiment. And so what we need to make sure that we do here today is we need to complete the experiment section of the Diet Coke and Mentos lab write-up. We need to complete the observations and analysis section, complete the conclusions section, and then submit this assignment into Schoology when you're finished. So let's go take a look at the lab here once again. So by this point, we should have our variables filled in. Our hypothesis should have been done before we went outside. And so then what we're going to do today is the experiment section first. And pretty simple, underneath materials, you're just simply going to list the materials that we use to complete this lab. And then underneath the procedure, you are going to write step-by-step numbered directions that are basically directions on how to complete the lab. So you want to think of it this way: if someone else could read your procedure, they would be able to complete the lab successfully without any problems. Once you're done with that, you will begin the observations and analysis section. And the first thing that we are going to focus in on is the quantitative data. And so what you're going to need to do is to create a data table in Google Sheets showing average geyser heights from all my science classes. And then when you're finished with that, you are going to copy and paste it here. Well, one of the things that you are going to find in Schoology, if you go to materials and open up the Diet Coke and Mentos folder, you're going to find a new link that I put in here called Data All Other Classes. When you click on that, it says that it refuses to connect. That's okay. Just go up here and click on where it says Data All Other Classes in blue. And it's going to force you to make a copy, which is what we want. So I'm going to go to Make a Copy. And it will open up this document right here. Now this is what my students in my Day 1 Mod 1 will see. You know, other classes will see this for their own class. So right here, the tab selected is Day 1 Mod 1, and you can see it's blank. And so what my Day 1 Mod 1 students need to do is copy and paste their data from their class into here. Okay? Then all the data from all my other classes are down here below. You just simply have to click on the tab. And then what we're going to need to do here is we're going to need to create a new sheet down here. And we can do that by hitting this plus button right here. And so you're going to need to create a new data table down here, which has all the sodas and all of the averages from all of the classes, your class included, plus all of my other classes. So you're going to need to create your own data table here. And then ultimately what you will do is you will copy and paste that data table back in here to right here where it says copy and paste it here. Okay, once you're done with that, you will go right here where it says describe at least 2 qualitative observations here. And so you'll put those right there. And now it's time to insert a graph of your data from your Google Sheets. So once again, you'll go back to your, now remember, you need to go back to the class averages data table that you created. And remember that what you do then is you click to highlight all of your data. Remember now you're doing this on the averages sheet. you'll go to Insert Chart. And then once the chart is in there, you need to make sure that it has all the things that we look for a proper graph. And then you can copy that and paste that right down here where it says insert a graph of your data here from Google Sheets. Remember, you are putting in a graph that includes averages from all of my classes. Then you will answer these questions that go with the analysis of data. And then you will answer the conclusion questions here. Once you're finished with that, you will then begin our plate tectonics unit as you learn about this anchoring event. You want to get as far as you can during class time. And so where that's located, if we go back to materials, I've got a new folder in here called plate tectonics. And if you click on plate tectonics anchoring event, it's a new assignment. And it will open up this document for you right here. So our anchoring event is this. Back on March 11th, 2011, Japan had a huge earthquake and tsunami, which devastated parts of the country. You can see some pictures of it right here that I've included for you to look at. And here you can see some of the tsunami damage. Just everything was leveled. The epicenter that you see here was right offshore. So this earthquake happened out in the ocean. So this earthquake was actually tied for third, right here it is, with a rating of a 9.1 on what we call the magnitude scale. So this is a magnitude 9.1. And it occurred on March 11th, 2011, and you can even see what time it happened. If we scroll down, this is a seismogram of the earthquake. And so you can see these waves get pretty big, which means that the earthquake was very powerful. So what I would like you to fill out here is this what, why, how. I just want to see what you kind of know about earthquakes and tsunamis. So what do you think these are, why you think they happen, and how you think they happen. Now, if you're not quite sure what to put in the why or how, don't worry about it. Just put them in either one. That's fine. And then you'll go on and you'll complete this continental drift activity. And so you'll use the internet to find a picture of Pangea. You may or may not know what that is, and you'll insert the picture of it over here. Then you'll click here to watch this video that I have, and you'll use that to complete the rest of the table and answer these questions that follow. So you'll summarize the theory of continental drift, and then you'll list 4 pieces of evidence to support it. And then you will answer these couple of questions after. And then you will do this layers of the earth activity if you have time. You'll click on this link to open up a blank diagram of the Earth's layers in Google Drawing. And then you will watch this video that I have linked right here to label the diagram and to learn more about the Earth's interior. And you'll use the information from the video then to fill out the table below. And then once your diagram is complete, you will insert it right here. And then here are the questions that follow. Okay. Like I said, you may or may not get done with this. Just get as far as you can. Okay. If you have any questions on anything, you can try emailing me, but likely you'll just have to wait until I return to school next week. Take care, everybody.